Hello again. Good morning. How are you? Welcome to class 1184. We have 17 classes left. 17, no? Counting today. When I finish today, we have 16 classes left. All right. And when I finish 1185, we'll have 15 classes left. But for the moment, now I want to finish this book. There are 1,000 paragraphs, and starting today, I want to do only two. Paragraph 839 and 840 at the bottom of page 101. But I want to make sure that I can cover all the paragraphs in the remaining time. So I'm probably in the coming days, I'm going to probably spend more time with paragraphs than with other aspects. But today only two. Page 101 at the bottom, the next to last paragraph. I can't find the old frying pan. You know, the one I used to use, antes usaba, the one I used to use to cook bacon. The doctor told me I can start eating bacon again. Do we still have it somewhere, or did I get rid of it? Yeah, no puedo encontrar el antiguo sartén. I can't find the old frying pan. It's the hierro. Black, cooking eggs and bacon. Yes, you see, when I was growing up, every day, every day, 3 strips of bacon. 3 tiras, no? 3 strips of bacon in the frying pan. And then I took the bacon out and the grease, the bacon grease, was there, and I cooked 2 fried eggs, not in oil, not in olive oil, in bacon grease, grasa animal, animal fat, every day. And I'm still in good health. My grandparents, my mother's parents, my maternal grandparents, every day until she died, my grandmother died, my maternal grandmother died when she was 90, and my maternal grandfather died when he was 95. And I guarantee you, during their married life, 70 years or 65 years, every single day, bacon, and then fried eggs in the bacon grease. Serán genes fuertes? I don't know, but I don't necessarily recommend it. I'm sure the doctors don't recommend it. But for me, nutrition, la ciencia nutricional dietética, es una ciencia inexacta. I think there are a lot of things we don't know, hasta el nivel de aminoácidos that we don't know. The human body is as mysterious sometimes as the universe, you say. And I think there are many things we don't know. And of course, each person perhaps is different in how they react to certain stimuli. I don't know, but it's interesting. I can't find the old frying pan. Querida, no encuentro. Aquí dirías, no encuentro el antiguo sartén. El o la, es la, no? La sartén. In my next life, I'm going to become the king of the world. That's my plan in my next life. And I'm going to eliminate languages with masculine and feminine. All right. This is a book. It is on the table. Okay. It is neutral. In my mind, existe it. Yeah. La taza. It. It's it. Yeah. Pero digo, la taza está en la mesa. Cuando lo cogí, y ha cambiado a lo. Cuando lo miré, me di cuenta. No, cuando la miré. Like the Puerta de Alcalá. Mírala, 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 mírala. Okay. Yes. Si fuera el edificio el edificio de España. Míralo, míralo. No sale. Míralo, míralo, míralo. It's it. I mean, in English, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it lit. The gate of Alcalá. Doesn't sound very good in English. But 5 veces seguidas, mírala, al final suena bien. All right. Languages are different, strange. Okay. I can't find the old frying pan. Repito, diría así, yo no encuentro. Pero en inglés no puedes. Es decir, I don't find. I don't find means habitualmente no encuentro. O nunca encuentro. I can't find. No puedo encontrar. I can insertar can or can't. I can't find the old frying pan. You know, the one I used to use to cook bacon. El que antes usaba. The one I used to use. Fijaos en la redundancia correcta aquí. The one I used to use. El que antes usaba. Antes era. I used to be. Antes era más joven. I used to be younger. Yeah. I used to eat eggs and bacon every day. Yeah. I used to use a frying pan to cook bacon every day. Yeah, the one I used to, and I can't find the one I used to use. I can't find the one I used to use. La pronunciación es used to, como el monasterio de used to. The one I used to use. All right. I can't find the old frying pan, the one I used to use to cook bacon. The doctor told me I can start eating bacon again. My cholesterol level is down. And nurse says, sé que te gusta mucho el bacon. Pues adelante, come lo que quieras. Tu colesterol es 160. Oh, great. Lo voy a subir a 280. Eating bacon. All right. So the doctor told me I can start eating bacon again. Do we still have it somewhere? Or did you get rid of it? ¿Lo seguimos teniendo por algún lado? ¿O te deshiciste de ello? To get rid of. Deshacerse de. To get rid of. Do we still have it somewhere? Dice aquí, ya. ¿Lo tenemos aún en alguna parte? Do we still have it somewhere? Or did you get rid of it? Oh, darling, I'm sorry. I took it to Goodwill. You took it to Goodwill? Yes, to Goodwill. Lo llevé a la buena voluntad. What's goodwill? Goodwill means buena voluntad. Goodwill. Pero también es llevarlo a, como de la iglesia católica, donde llevas ropa vieja, no me acuerdo cómo se llama. ¿Te acuerdas? Ya, lo a una esquina donde hay una iglesia y luego están, you take your old things. I can't remember. We say goodwill. To take it goodwill means para los pobres o para la gente necesitada. All right. Do we still have it somewhere or did you get rid of it? To get rid of. To get rid of. Deshace de ese mal hábito que tienes, ¿eh? De fumar tantos. Get rid of that habit. Get rid of. Okay. I can't find the old frying pan. You know, the one I used to use to cook bacon. The doctor told me I can start eating bacon again. Do we still have it somewhere, or did you get rid of it? One more. You look good. You look good. Wow. A lot better than when you were on that bizarre diet. Me gusta esto. You were starting to look unhealthy. Now you've got some color back in your cheeks. Un poco de color ya otra vez en las mejillas. Los carrillos. Yeah. Yeah. You look good. Oye, te veo bien. Tienes buen aspecto. You look good. Yeah. A lot better than when you were on that bizarre diet. Mucho mejor que cuando estabas con esa dieta tan rara. Te dice bizarre, bizarro, que tenía otro significado en español, pero está migrando hacia, se está mal usando. Now, in Spanish, the word bizarro, I don't remember what it means, but it doesn't mean bizarre. Bizarre means de lo más raro imaginable. Bizarre. Yeah, un hombre con 3 brazos. Bizarre. Y los británicos, fantástico. Bizarre. It's bizarre. A man with 3 arms. Yeah. Yeah, that means you can carry a tray and open the door at the same time. No problem. Take the tray to the kitchen. And the third arm, it's bizarre. Okay. A bizarre diet. A bizarre diet. Una dieta rarísima. Y ella estaba cada vez, and she was on a strange diet. You look good. A lot better or much better. Much better than when you were on that bizarre diet. Hacer régimen o dieta is to go on a diet. To go on a diet. Diet escrito. To go on a diet. Y una vez que vas en un diet, once you go on a diet, estás de régimen. Estás con régimen. You are on a diet. No, I can't. No puedo comer lápices. Estoy de régimen. I can't eat pencils. They make me fat. So I'm on a diet. I'm on a diet. Richard, yeah. Have you ever gone on a diet? Well, it depends on your definition of diet. I've never in my life followed a diet. Dieta Atkins, dieta régimen, never. There were 2 moments in my life in which I simply decided to eat less. So yes, twice. I've gone on a diet and eating less. In the States. You see, when I go to the States, I usually go for at least 1 month, 4 or 5 weeks. It's a different atmosphere, different food, good food. I love the food in the United States, but it's a different situation. Stress-free, no stress. And so I can initiate and prolong things. So on 2 occasions during 5 weeks in the States, I simply ate less and drank water and not wine or beer or Coke. Just water. And I lost, in 5 weeks, I lost 10 kilos. ¿Será posible? 10 kilos in 5 weeks. De 88 a 78, I remember. Yeah. Siempre luego paré 10 años más viejo. Entonces, yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem, So you need to be careful and not gain weight as you get older. All right. So, you look good. A lot better than when you were on that bizarre diet. You were starting to look unhealthy. You were starting to look unhealthy. Unhealthy is no saludable, no sano. Unhealthy. You look unhealthy. O sea, tienes pinta de poco salud precaria. You don't look very healthy. You look unhealthy. Se dice insalubre o sal, I don't know how to. And so you don't look very healthy. You look unhealthy. You were starting to look unhealthy. Now you've got or you have. Now you've got some color in your cheeks. No, es que he puesto colorete. All right. Colorete, women put on makeup. The foundation, la base, como Marta me pone a mí, okay, we say fundación, foundation, que también son los cimientos de una casa o un edificio, the foundation. You put a foundation, and then you put eyeliner, rímel, ¿no? Eyeliner, eyeshadow, sombra, eyeshadow, eyelash liner, some people. And then some women put rouge, que significa rojo en francés, rouge. Rouge is colorete on their cheeks. Do you use rouge? Yeah, a little bit of rouge on your cheeks? I don't. Yeah, I only use foundation here. Otherwise, I don't put anything on my face. You look good, a lot better than when you were on that bizarre diet. You were starting to look unhealthy. Now you've got some color back. Fijaos, ahora tienes color devuelto. Se ha vuelto el color a tus mejillas. Ahora tienes algo de color de regreso, de vuelta en tus mejillas. Now you've got some color back in your cheeks. Okay. We have finished for today this book, Gain Fluency. It's a German accent. All right. And I'll come back another day for paragraph number 341. But in the meantime, whenever. When is cuando. Cuando terminamos esto. When do we finish? Ahora, whenever es cuando quieras, cuando sea, cuando te guste, cuando se te antoje. Whenever. Podemos terminar cuando tú quieras. Sigue. Yeah, whenever, cuando, whenever. Whenever you want. Yeah. Claro, es lo mismo que wherever, whatever, however, whoever. Ahora, puedes hacer lo que quieras. You can do whatever you want. Puedes ir a donde quieras. You can go wherever you want. Puedes hablar con cualquiera que quieras. You can speak to whichever person you want, with which. And puedes hablar con quien quieras. You can talk to whomever or whoever. Lo correcto es whomever, en este caso concreto. You can talk to whomever you want. Yes. Pero whenever, con when, tiene otro significado. Siempre que. Siempre que le veo, está enfadado. Whenever I see him, he's angry. Whenever I see him, he's angry, which means every time, cada vez que le veo, siempre que le veo, every time I see him, he's angry. Whenever I see him, he's angry. Siempre que lo hagas de esta manera, verás que funciona. Whenever you do it this way, it works. But if you do it the other way, it doesn't. Whenever. It's interesting because siempre que, the Spanish expression siempre que, has two different meanings completely. Yeah. Siempre que le veo, parece enfadado. All right. It's whenever, or every time. Every time I see him, he seems angry. Whenever I see him, he seems angry. Ahora, siempre que en español significa, lo haré siempre que me respaldes. No, eso no es whenever. I'll do it as long as you back me up. I'll do it as long as you support me. Okay, todo esto viene aquí, en el gran libro, la Biblia, en verso. As long as. So siempre has two meanings in English, two expressions in English. And whenever has two different meanings in English. All right. You can do it, you can do it whenever you want. Puedes hacerlo cuando quieras, me da igual. Anytime, any day, any hour. You can do it whenever you want. Ahora, siempre que le veo, está enfadado. Every time, or whenever I see him, he's angry. Okay. Me. Yeah. Yo soy el personaje número 16 de los 15 aquí. All right. There are 12 main characters and 3 side characters. So, actores secundarios, yeah, here. 15 in all, and me, I'm number 16. Yes. I grew up in Houston, Texas, the first 9 years of my life. The last 4 of those years was on Cloverdale Street. Cloverdale. Dale is an old word in English for valle. Valle is valley, the valley, yeah. Although I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, aunque camine por el valle de la sombra de la muerte, es del Salmo 23. The valley, all right. The valley, the hills and the mountains and the valleys, the mountain people and the valley people. Valley. But dale, is also valle. But it's an older word in English. If you go to the United Kingdom and you visit the region called Yorkshire, you know, the Cumbres Borrascosas, ahí, Wuthering Heights with Heathcliff, then that's in the Yorkshire Dales. And it's very, very beautiful, Yorkshire Dales, that area in central England. in north central England. It's the Dales. Now, Cloverdale is Valle de Trébol. Clover, of clover leaf, a four-leaf clover. Trébol de cuatro hojas is good luck. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover that I've overlooked before. All right, a clover. Now, I lived on a street called Cloverdale between age 5 and 9. I started school for the first time in my life when I was 5 years old. Parvulos, kindergarten. We use the German word, Kindergarten, que es jardín de infancia. Kindergarten. But in English, we say kindergarten for the first year when I was 5 years old. 5 years and 2 months, I started school. In January 1957. Yes, January 1957. And my family was living on Cloverdale Street. And in kindergarten, we didn't learn to read and write. We learned to tie our shoes. We learned to paint. We learned to work with plastic or plastiline. We learned to sit still, sentarnos quietos. We learned to sit still. We learned to play with our classmates without hitting them. We learned to walk in single file, in fila india. We learned to, and double file. We learned to walk. We learned to sit and eat in the school cafeteria properly. So we learned the typical behavior and etiquette in order the following year to begin first grade, primero de primaria. All right, fine. And I remember painting pictures, and I always painted the same picture, always. I had a big caballete, a big tripod, and I had paint, and I always painted a square. Always, I painted always the same thing. All right. I always painted first a square. Well, a square, no, a rectangle. Okay. And then I put a roof. So I had the beginning of a house. Then I put a door and 2 windows. The typical American style windows. Okay. So I had a door and 2 windows. And then I put a chimney and smoke going out of the chimney. All right. And that's the only thing I painted every week. And I took it home to my mother. Because you see, I walked to school. I was 5 years old. And the school was 700 meters. Because I've checked in Google Maps, so I know it's 700 meters. And I walked every day by myself. And I walked home at 12:30, I believe. So it was from 9 o'clock to 12:30, a half day. And I remember one time, as I was walking home, it started to rain. And in Houston, Texas, when it starts raining hard. And I was carrying my painting of the house. And I realized that the water was making the paint run. And I held it close to me like this, walking home. And it was running on my shirt and everything. I started crying. And when I got home, my mother, she consoled me. Me consoló. She consoled me. But the painting was completely ruined. No era un Picasso. Así que no pasa nada. And my shirt was completely ruined. I don't know if my mother found a solution for the shirt. But it was a tragedy for me. All right. Well, that was Cloverdale Street. When I was 5 years old, I lived there until I was 9. My father was transferred to another city, Tulsa, Oklahoma. But 46 years later, when I was 51, I took the name Cloverdale, the name of the street, Valle de Trébol, and I gave it to myself as a pseudonymmo. And I started Vaughan Radio, the radio. And my show was called El Rincón de Cloverdale. Yeah. Where we turned English inside down. So for 3 hours every morning, I was Cloverdale. And many people, many listeners thought I was different. Cloverdale and Richard Vaughan were not the same people. Richard Vaughan. They were different people. And in fact, on my radio, I talked about my boss. I said, don't worry, my boss is still in bed. He's not listening. And so most people thought Cloverdale was an employee of the company. No, it was me. I was the owner-manager. I remember one person in Sony Music. He said, Richard, tienes suerte de tener un empleado como Cloverdale. You're lucky to have a person employed like Cloverdale. And then I introduced myself. I said, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Cloverdale. But I'll come back with another class tomorrow.